Hello viewers, welcome to another lecture. Today I'll be teaching Edmund Spenser's most anthologized sonnet, One Day I Wrote Her Name, and has been written in order to praise the beauty of Elizabeth Boyle. It was a part of the greatest sonnet sequence, Emirati. So, Emirati is regarded as the greatest sonnet sequence of Elizabethan era, and it included total 89 sonnets and was published in 1595. So, the present sonnet, One Day I Wrote Her Name, is the 75th in the sequence and written by Spencer. It is a Spencerian, definitely it is a Spencerian sonnet. Earlier, I have talked about Petrarchan sonnet. Milton's On His Blindness was a Petrarchan sonnet, and Petrarchan sonnet was divided into two parts. Okay, we have already discussed that, octave and a sestate. But here we'll notice that Spencerian sonnet is different from Petrarchan sonnet, for it is divided into four parts. You'll notice that Spencerian sonnet it comprises of three quatrain and a couplet. Now quatrains are four lines. A four line stanza is called a quatrain, and couplet is two lines. So Elizabeth Boyle was the motivational force for the sonnet sequence, and the main theme of this sonnet is to immortalize their love. Elizabeth Boyle stands for the ideal lady, and Spencer has written this sonnet sequence. Spencer has written this emergy in order to celebrate her virtues, and she was the lady to whom later Spencer marries. Now, in the very first quatrain, Spencer depicts the act, his failed attempt to write his beloved's name on the sand, and what happens after the waves wash it away. So Spencer says, One day I wrote her name upon the strand, but came the waves and washed it away. Again I wrote it with a second hand, but came the tide and made my pains his prey. So here the first quatrain, it definitely depicts Spencer's his failed attempts to write the beloved's name on the sand. Now strand is seashore. He says that while writing the name, and the waves just wiped it away. Again, he said, I tried it for the second time, and again, the waves did the same. If we talk about the rhyme scheme of this sonnet, you could notice that the first and the third line, or the last word, strand and hand, the last word of the first and third line are rhyming. They both are identical. So we could conclude it to be A B A B. The second and fourth line and the last word, away, pray. They both are identical. So the rhyme scheme would be A B A B. Now the second quatrain is now here Elizabeth Boyle, she speaks, and she concludes, Vain man, said she, that does in vain essay a mortal thing so to immortalize, for I myself shall like to this decay, and eke my name be wiped out likewise. So here Spencer's beloved Elizabeth Boyle, she has used the word vain man. Now, vain here stands for egoistic, proudy. Now, why Boyle is considering Spencer as proudy? Because he is trying to do something which is impossible. To expect the name to be inscribed there permanently is an impossible task. You can't expect the name to be there permanently. So she says that why you are attempting to do a task which is impossible, that doesn't vain essay. Essay is attempt. So she says that why you are trying to do something that is just impossible. And what is impossible? A mortal thing to immortalize. Mortal and immortal, they both are opposite. So Spencer has beautifully used paradox. Elizabeth Boyle says to expect a human to live forever, this is impossible. She says that time and tide just waits for none. She says that death is permanent, it is certain. And similarly, like my name, even I will be wiped out. One day, even I will disappear from this world. And like my name, even I will, one day I will disappear from this earth. So it is futile effort. It is useless to write my name and to expect it to be there permanently. So if we talk about Boyle's notion, she says that like the name, even she will disappear. She because death is certain. So the rhyme scheme of this part would be, you could easily notice that the first and the third line, the last word, essay, decay, again are the same. So it would be BC, BC. Now the third quatrain again is Spencer's notion. Not so, quoted I. Let baser things devise to die in dust, but you shall live by fame. My verse, your virtues, rare shall eternize, and in the heavens write your glorious name. So, in this last quatrain, Spencer depicts and he emphasizes the power of verse which can't be destroyed by time and tide and will celebrate their love. So he says it is a turn. It is uh, it is it is it is a volt out. You could say it is turn in the tone of Spencer. He regards that all those sordid, all those unimportant things may die. People with okay, we can't consider people, but yes, all those things which are not remembered, which are not true, all those people who are not humble, they definitely die and no one will remember them. But I won't let it happen to you. You are a person to whom, or you are known for your inner virtues. You are known for your, you are known for your humble behavior. So he says that you will always remain here, not physically, but through my words. I shall celebrate my love, and the future generations will remember us, will remember our love, will remember your inner beauty, your virtues. So, Spencer here, he again disregards Boyle's notion and he says that it is possible to eternalize a person through the words. So, here he emphasizes the power of words to live on forever. Although a person can't live forever, but at least memories live. If you are good, then people will definitely remember you, and in memories, you live forever. To talk about the last couplet, which is concluding, Spencer says, where, whenas death shall all the world subdue, our love shall live, and later life renew. He says that when death will put an end to this world, on that basis, on that day, only their love will remain, and each time the future generation or the people will read their poem, they will renew it, they will renew their love by reading their words, and in this way they will never die. So it just depicts the poet's idea that their love can't be destroyed by death, it will live on forever. So the last part's rhyme scheme would be e e. As you could notice that the subdue, renew, they both are identical. And here I want to conclude the poem. Thank you.